Greg Orloff with IIoT World, and once again we're here at Hannover Messe 2024, and I'm here with John Harrington, and John is the co-founder and chief product officer of HighByte. Welcome, John.
Thanks, Greg. It's great to be here. Great to talk to you.
No, I appreciate the time. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about the crowded space of industrial software, if we can. Maybe just kind of paint the picture for us. What sets HighByte apart, from some of the other competitors that are out there in this marketplace? Specifically around the industrial data ops perspective. I mean, what's the unique value proposition you guys are bringing?
Yeah, so first I think it's important to understand what industrial data ops is.
Okay.
Industrial data ops is about curating data for digital transformation, which is to curate data for solving business problems. Now, if we're going to curate data to solve business problems, we need to, number one, be able to ingest the data from lots of industrial data sources. We need to then really focus on standardizing and contextualizing that data, because a lot of industrial data, it was never set up for all these business problems that we're solving. It was more set up for process control, just to be used by OT. So the focus is, how can we do that, and how can we do it at scale? Not just for one pump, but for 100 pumps in a factory. And not just for one factory, but for 50 factories across the enterprise. And that's where we're going to finally derive digital transformation for manufacturing companies.
Yes, you're alluding to a fact, right? So you start to incorporate all these different factories, these different facilities. That's a lot of data coming in, right? So talk to me a little bit about the whole concept of generative AI. I mean, how does HighByte position that industrial data ops piece in the platform, foundational to the success of generative AI applications? I mean, how are you leveraging that? What's the advantage to it?
Yeah, so first thing, generative AI is really, it's a vision. And we're getting some value out of it today. But the real vision, think of Gen AI as almost like in Iron Man, in the Marvel movies, you've got Jarvis, right? So Jarvis would kind of guide Iron Man, it would give him information, but it would always be available for him to ask questions. It would always be giving him information when he needs it. And that's really where we need to get to. But in order to get there, we need good data. In order to get good data, we need to contextualize and put together data sets for different purposes. And that's really where data ops comes into play. Now today, generative AI, it's like processor intensive, and they're constantly looking for massive volumes of data. Well, the reason that they're doing that is because the data in general is not very good. The data, though, can be fixed if we can contextualize and prepare the data. And so that's really, data ops will make generative AI easier, more accessible, less expensive, and faster. And that's what's really exciting about the industrial data ops, is really the driver. Gen AI may eventually be used within industrial data ops, but really it's about driving and creating that data for Gen AI.
Got it. I know you folks just had a successful Series A campaign, so congratulations on closing that recently too. So what are some of the next strategic moves in the realm of industrial IoT that you're envisioning to evolve and to meet industry needs now and maybe into the future?
Yeah, I mean, so we're really excited about the investment round, because what it does is it allows us to add more resource in making our customers more successful. So we're increasing our investment in customer success, in partner success, working with partners like AWS, that's the booth that we're in today, as well as we work with Snowflake, we work with Deloitte, we work with a number of very large players in the industry. And being able to work with them more efficiently, we need some more resources. So that's going to be that piece, but also we're going to invest in our engineering team. And that's where we're able to prepare for the future. The future of data needs is only increasing. The amount of sensors, the amount of data that's being collected, the amount of systems that are being integrated is increasing. And the amount of uses of that data, it's not all going to go to the cloud. It's not all just going to be for Gen AI. We may have AI at the edge for optimizing a line or optimizing a process. So we see lots of different targets. That then means that you need to create a data fabric. And it's not just about having all these applications, it's about efficiently managing and moving the data across them. That's really where data ops comes into play, and that's what HighByte is positioning themselves as the data increases. We have the technology in place to do that. So, a lot of focus around the unified namespace, a lot of focus around data governance, improving data quality, improving data observability, so that companies can really scale out a highly capable, highly efficient data fabric to deliver on their data needs.
Fantastic. We'll look forward to seeing what the future holds for you folks. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Awesome conversation. Thanks for inviting us.